in NFL Week 4.
Keep playing hard.
Set, ready? 15, run. 15, run.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Watch twist.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, check.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Yeah. On the ball, 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, 49ers.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
5.
On first down, Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
General West.
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Down. 30 base. 59. Hey, orbit.
Check, 59, 59. Get up, get up, get up.
Clock now on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They begin the drive with Charles. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Charles, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 24, check 24. Check, check.
One.
Check. Showing up.
They'll run on first down. Charles. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. The 25-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
59.
Go. Go.
Mike, check.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Locke eluding the pressure right.
Make these babies cry.
He'll run it. And he goes out right around the 39.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 50. Check 3.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, do.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no... doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there. 180. 54 Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Hey, Alpha.
From the 16, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, 49.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Let's go, D.
Under 10. Under
Rock it. Right up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Breida. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Charles. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. It's caught to Charles. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Give him 28 yards on that one. Here's Breida. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the Saints' 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo! Get it!
Locked to throw on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mariota. And now look at this. pass, big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Down. 10 over.
Just like that. Just like that.
Hit it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Blue line.
54. I got you, boy.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's
Throwing his lock on third down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, San Francisco.
Ready.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill.
Greystone, travel. Let's go. Get set.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Big end.
Fight.
This is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, set.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And some room to work. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on first, 2 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Jim.
Jay, exit. Ready.
Now to the air. Rock. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Get it.
They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
64,
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Mariota on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota now. That's complete to Turner. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check.
Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll toss it to Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is the tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Mariota now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch that.
Well, now they'll try the end around. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
You remember me? You remember me?
On 2nd down, it's Charles. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Kill.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Switch. Quick dad.
Protein spell.
Check nickel. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Get it.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
The Saints take over.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Sack City, baby. Watch the twist. Shift.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Lock going to throw. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McManus now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mariota, and Thomas has it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Where are they, team? Out. 3.
Seam 6. 55 is my guy, 55. Ready?
Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.